In the session, I saw this one from Legion of Men. I love Legion of Men. Bo's awesome, Bo Refik. Subscribe to his channel. But I just want to comment on some of the stuff I saw. But Bo definitely knows his stuff. Well, let's watch this lady. She wants to live separately from her husband.
Married woman, husband still lives in the family house less than a mile away, so what?
My husband.
Okay, this is actually good. And I think this is the new paradigm. I don't think men and women, even married, well, first of all, marriage, come on. But let's say you're married or in a long-term relationship. You should not live together because that takes anxiety away from the woman. She always knows what you're doing. And you're too close in proximity. You piss each other off. And you do your business around her. You know, I'm sorry, it's not seductive. You crapping around her, you know, you're sick around, whatever. You need your own space. Plus, you need her, you know, wondering what you're doing, wondering where you are. And when you're in her house and in her face all the time, women do not like that. And plus, when 80% of men are beta males, and marriage is a beta male institution, most women marry guys they don't really like. And now they're around you all the time, you get on their freaking nerves. So, yes, do not live with a woman.
In our house, less than a mile away, and I live in an apartment complex just down the street.
Good.
Just didn't want to freaking live there anymore.
Right.
The way he lives, the way I live, very, very different. It was not working for a very long time. But
I will also say, if you're king daddy, if you're king, you know, if you're her daddy and you're her king shit and, you know, you're a badass in her eyes, she's not going to talk about you like this on the internet.
But we just actually wanted to get divorced.
No, he is allowing you not to. See, as a man, though, when you got a woman doing this and wanting to get away from you, I'd say if you already live like this, yes. But if you're in this situation, he's allowing it. Women don't do anything a man won't tolerate, or a man won't. He's allowing this because he's weak.
Done anything? There was no massive trauma. It was kind of like I just watched, so I left. That was very scary. I thought I was holding up my life, which I kind of did. I guess that was kind of the point. But here is what's bananas, is that it has been good for everybody, including him. He's paid well.
Yeah, because when you're a shrew and when you don't like your husband, you're a pain in the ass. You're just a pain in the ass, and you're just obnoxious to live with when you have a woman that don't like you.
He is redecorating. The man is doing things I have not seen him do ever. He's feeding it.
Because you were negative in his life.
Turns out grown men can feed themselves.
You see, turns out grown men can feed themselves. Once again, that's a passive aggressive dig. So she already has this like I hate men attitude. But you know, that's not a caring attitude. She doesn't like her husband.
Damn, can she hate him more?
Correct.
This is how you talk about your husband? He's
Correct.
such a useless piece of shit in
Correct.
your mind. He's feeding himself?
Correct. That's absolutely true.
Things like you're the source of his misery, you retard.
Yeah.
Don't you see?
Facts.
When you leave the house, he's alive again.
Facts.
He paints.
Facts.
He reorganizes things. He's cooking. When you come back into his life, he loses all will to live.
Correct.
How don't they see this? So
but how did the husband not see it either? Why doesn't he have the balls to get rid of her? I mean, you know, chicken or the egg. You know, too many men are too it's not that they have too much virtue. It's not they're he can't even get rid of her when he doesn't want to live with them. No. He's too weak. And he doesn't want, and most men are, 80% of men are beta males. They don't want to get out there and back in the dating market. So they got this bitch that halfway likes them, they think, and gives them a blowjob every month, once a month. And they think that's better than getting out here and trying to date again.
Really maintaining this bullshit charade is because he doesn't want to lose half of his assets.
No. See, that's where me and Bo are going to disagree. Absolutely not. No. That's not why men stay married. They may claim that. No. Because they know how hard it is. Most men that get married are beta males. And most of the time, they have had a difficult time in their life getting women. And they know when they divorce this woman, this is the first woman that paid attention to him and, you know, and would treated him nice after giving him a blowjob, you know? And so they don't want to get back out there on the dating market and get gets filleted. They'll, nah, especially with a good lawyer, 50% of your ass, whatever. No, no, it's not that. It is fear of trying to date again. Yeah.
If the conversation was you could just walk away and you take nothing, he would have divorced your ass.
No, you wouldn't. Hell no, no. So many men stay because they're too afraid.
It sounds like he's happier alone, but the government is going to wreck him for half of his assets and everything he's ever.
No, he's happier alone, but he still thinks he's married. Probably, he still thinks he's got this woman that he's so delusional. There's so many men are delusional too, and he thinks that this woman is going to be. He doesn't realize how much she hates him, you know, and he doesn't realize she's not going to be faithful. She's getting that second place to bring Chad, Tyrone, and Enrique over
in his life. So he has to go along with this stupid ass agreement where you live in separate houses.
Because he's had no leverage. Because yeah.
He's hanging out with new friends. He's regularly taking care of the lawn. Meanwhile, I'm getting my ass to the gym regularly, eating to nourish my body.
Yeah, because you want to pump some dick in you.
Taking long walks.
Man, modern women are retarded as hell. Holy crap. How does your husband stop you from going to the gym? Or are you going?
No, it's not that. It's that now she has the freedom to bring him over to her pad, her stabbing cabin.
To look better for other men. Taking care of your...
No, Bo, I'll tell you that. I mean, I love both. I'm just to give my opinion. Because, women, they don't realize that how unhappy women don't need a man. Well, when you're a beta male provider, just like, they don't like you. They don't want to bang you. They don't find you sexy. And in this day and age, if they can get a guy to pay their bills like this loser and go bang a guy they really like, women don't need a man. They want a man. They want a man. They say that all the time because that means they want to bang guys that they like. That's what's going on. She's gotten a taste of the alpha dick.
Out with your husband? Like you can't do the basic things for survival and health because your husband? Or do you just hate him so much that you let yourself go? And instead of just...
No, women won't do anything that men won't tolerate. And he's tolerating this. If he were to get rid of her and dump her to the curb and give up half of his whatever you said, but at least she'd be out of the house knowing, you're out of here. But he's getting a worse deal here because he's going to still have to pay the bills on her house. That's a double. So he ain't saving any money by not getting divorced. And I've talked to so many women dating. They claim they're in open marriages. No, their husband just don't want to leave.
Having the balls to just leave. You then decided to just move into another place so you can maintain the benefit of having a husband that pays for your dumb lifestyle.
Dual mating strategy, Bo. You know that. Bo knows this. Dual mating strategy. She's getting the best of both worlds. She has the beta male provider, who she doesn't respect, doesn't want to bang, and it disgusts her. And she made his life a living hell. Now she's moved out. He's happier, but he doesn't realize it. And then she can go get the alpha bang and have a stabbing cabin. Yeah, that's the best of both worlds for her. And the man's allowing her to do it. He's tolerating it. If he wouldn't tolerate it, it wouldn't happen. Women don't do anything men won't tolerate. Simps are causing all the problems with women getting away with bullshit.
Wallet at your beck and call, taking care of the kids and everything, including your stupid ass. And then you call this a functional relationship. How these people aren't cheating on each other blows my... How he's not smashing other women blows me away.
Because he can't. He's a beta male. 80% of men are beta males. Men would love to cheat, Bo, but not everybody's 6'2" and pause and handsome.
Isn't smashing other dudes would blow me away.
She's smashing for sure. Oh, she's smashing for sure. Absolutely.
You're like concocting an entire story of coke bullshit to sell us on your dysfunctional marriage. Okay.
I'm building my company on a regular basis.
Well, she's giving her public face. She's going to sell us bullshit.
More family time together than we ever did before. Even my body, its nervous system or something, I don't know how to explain this, but most of my life after having babies, I live in like a constipated state.
Yeah, because you don't like it. Women don't realize it's not conscious, it's subconscious. You wanted babies, but you don't realize you hated your beta male husband. And so you're like, eesh, Look at Lindsay Clancy's trial we're going on right now. Women do not like, they realize after the fact, I don't like having a baby with the beta male. Yeah. And so you're all like, and you hate him because he's beta, and you're like, ugh, why did I do this? You don't realize consciously why you did it.
That's not the case anymore. And I didn't do anything different. I just showed up to this new life, and my body's like, oh, we're not stuck anymore. We're good to go.
Yeah, because most
My
things you
husband
do in
and
your
I-
subconscious.
Amazing. Bruh.
Ada Peterson 9,744 donated $2. Bo, I missed my Klarna
All right.
burrito payment.
All right, we'll leave it right there. See you on the next one.